Oh, 205, okay. That's for you.
Oh, thank you.
It's okay, I'll screw it on if you... Yeah, you got it right on the money. Okay. Okay, thank you. Have a good one. Well, there it is. There's the loadout. There's another 3 days, 2 nights. We're gonna head out onto that river. It leads up to a lake, and hopefully the weather holds up, and hopefully catch lots of fish. Beautiful spot. Let's get happening. Have to paddle out, find a place to camp. Get set up, get rigged up. Maybe I'll catch a fish along the way, which would be great because I wouldn't mind having a bit of a fish fry for lunch. That'd be okay with me. For now, I'm just gonna fight this little wind till I get happening around some better area, and I'll bring you back on later on. When I'm out of these weeds. This is not what I'm planning to eat. The weather has turned a little bit cold. Hopefully that's not a cold front that's going to shut down the fishing. But even if it does, we're out here and we're going to have fun. It's going to be a great time because it's August long weekend in Northern Ontario. Planning to find a place to camp out on one of these islands to the left. I've taken my line out of the water. The water is so low in that river. It was amazing how low it is. I just kept getting snagged up in weeds and stuff, so I haven't actually fished yet. But I'm going to circle around a couple of islands right at the beginning of the lake here. There's some good camping areas that I know of further out onto the lake, but I'm not going to go to them because it's actually quite a large enough lake, and if I go target those camping areas that were established by anglers and hunters, I'm going to end up I can end up stranded there. If the winds pick up, I won't be able to come out. So I want to stay close to the mouth of the river so that I can get out of here in a couple of days from now. So I'm going to paddle around this little island over here and give you a little bit of landscape shot. And we're going to scout out for somewhere decent. I can pitch a tent. Somewhere where I don't have to spend hours to clear an area. I haven't been up that bank yet. I have not seen the campsite. Let's go look at it together. Let me turn this camera around. You come check it out, Misty? Little fire pit needs a bit of reworking. Oh yeah. Look at this. That's a pretty cool little spot. Oh yeah, of course. Garbage. God, that drives me. Can't stand garbage. Why do people leave their garbage behind? You packed it in, pack it out. And look at this. What do we got here? It's some kind of freaky candle. Wow. At least it left something behind that was useful. What else do we have here? Oh, look at that piece of plywood. We'll fashion a table with that. Oh yeah, this is a cool little spot right here. Looking as cool as it is, it's a little bit of a slope to pitch the tent, but not too bad. Right next to the tree, right here, be good. Yeah, you know what? Next thing is firewood. I do have a red pine right there, or is that a jack pine? Down, can hack away at that. It's a little bit big to be sawing away at it, but I'll be able to make do. Let's see what else we have here. There's probably going to be a bathroom here somewhere. What'd you find, Misty? Eh? What'd you find? Ah, jeez. Yeah, we got some remnants of fish. So, gonna have to get rid of that. And looks like I might have found the bathroom. This little island is gonna do the trick. And the open part of the lake is right there, off to the right. After the, see that point there? That's a point of another island. Around that corner is where the lake really opens up. And from my campsite, I will have the setting sun. So this is, yeah, this is mint. All right, I'm gonna unload the canoe, get set up, and hopefully I can catch a fish and have lunch. Bring you back later on. Okay. An update. Things turned real serious real fast over here since the last time I had you on. And when I was down at the water to go get my gear, bring up all my gear, I heard a bang, and I heard the rattle of my fishing lure, my Rapala. And I heard it just as I was coming up the bank with one bag over my shoulder. And when I turned to look around, Misty had gotten, somehow she got herself tangled up into my lure. So my fishing rod was in the holder on the canoe, and the Rapala was hooked to an eyelet, but somehow, I don't know, maybe she tried to jump over the canoe, I'm not sure. I didn't see what happened there. When I turned around, she had the rapala stuck right to her head. And yeah, it turned serious pretty quick. So I dropped everything and ran there. She was trying to pull away. And but Misty's she's a good girl. She listens, and she knows she didn't panic or anything like that. So that was good. And I ended up having to take out some for the first aid kit, which, anyways, bottom line is I had to cut the line off and bring Misty up top here where it's open. And first thing I did is I snatched my pack that I dropped on the bank on my way up. I grabbed it and I kind of just had Misty by the collar and directed her up top. And I pulled out my first aid kit, and the one treble hook was stuck in her head, but the whole rapala was hanging down, and the other treble hook was just dangling close to her eye. So I was really scared she was going to get it in the eye. So the first thing I did is took out a bunch of band-aids, and I covered the treble hooks with band-aids so that she doesn't get hooked with more of them, because she had one hook of the forward treble jammed in there. So once I had that covered, then, you know, I made her sit down and stay right where she was. And I went back to the canoe, went to the fishing kit, and dug out went and got my pliers that I use to pull fishing hooks out of a fish's mouth. There is a cutter on there, and I came back and very slowly, gently snipped off each treble hook so I can get the rapala off her face, off her head. So the last hook, and the barb was inside. I couldn't pull it out. I just couldn't. So the only thing I could do was to snip it off. So Misty's doing good there. Hey Misty, you doing all right? Hey big girl? Yeah, you're a trooper. So she still has the tip of one of those hooks just under the skin. When I feel for it, it's there. So I'm not gonna stress over it there now. Misty's doing all right. Hey Misty? Yeah. That was a close call, big girl. You can't be freaking me out like that. So she's all right. Once I get back into town in 3 days from now, I'll make a vet appointment, and they're gonna have to I would imagine they're gonna freeze the area, go in and shave a patch of fur, and go in there and just plug that tip out. It's a very small piece, but it is there. I wouldn't want it to get, you know, odds are he's gonna get infected, so I'm not just gonna leave it like that. Misty's has to be taken care of. And but she'll be all right for the next 3 days, I'm sure. It's just under the skin. Basically, right now, it's no different than having a sliver, so to speak. That's basically what's going on. She's got a metal sliver on top of her head. But it could have been worse. I had to do some fast thinking, and yeah. Hopefully it's not a precursor of what my weekend is going to be like. So, been working on the firewood. I should have enough for tonight, but I'm going to cut some more later on. Right now I'm looking at this fire pit, and it's nasty. I don't like it. It's too small. It's just built all wrong. And I think I'm going to move it up. Move it up somewhere right there is where I'm thinking is going to be better. It's sitting on the slope down there. I can't see myself sitting by that fire comfortably. It's a little bit flatter up here. I'm going to put him over here. And Misty's all settled in. Hey, big girl? Yeah, you already found the bed, eh? You do realize that's my bed? Yeah. Alright. So let's tear this thing apart and build a proper fire pit. At least one that is going to suit my need. That fire pit might have been okay for the last guy, but it's not okay for me. Okay, so camp is built. Misty's fine. Hey, big girl? My fire pit. That's a proper fire pit right there, with the front open, or one side open, whatever you want to call it. I think it's a natural tendency for people to make a fire pit in a perfect circle, but the reality is you need oxygen to feed your fire. So I got my fire pit rebuilt, got my wood, tent. That candle over there, I'm going to light that tonight. I'm not sure what the hell that's all about, but it's definitely some kind of candle. It doesn't smell like citronella, so I'm not leaning towards it being a mosquito repellent thing, but I'll be lighting that later on tonight. And again, there's my view for the next 3 days. Right there, that's one side. There's a bay right there into, that's an island across the way, by the way. That's an island right there. Got a nice point. This narrow here between this island and that island, that's I'm going to target that tonight for walleye. A narrow opening like that, it funnels the fish into a tight area, so I'm going to target that tonight. Hopefully catch something. And just beyond over there, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there's some pretty good gusts of wind, and there's some waves over there. I'm going to attempt it. If it's too hard to paddle a canoe into that, I'll leave it alone. I'll wait till the wind dies out. I'll just target more around the island I'm camping out on. So for now, I'll take another drink of water and figure out what's going to be lunch. There you go, Doug. This is lipping a pike just for you. I was getting hungry. Glad I caught that bass. Now it'll tie me over, keep me going. We'll be able to go out for a paddle later. The wind is still gusting pretty good though. I hope it dies down later. I don't want to have to hide behind the islands. Not that it's a bad thing, but it's just nice to be able to move around how you want to move around. We'll see. Hopefully we'll catch some pickerel tonight. Tonight's menu is not going to be fish, even if we catch some. Tonight's menu is going to be steak. But I'm planning to have a late supper. I want the skies to clear up and have a nice sunset and have a nice steak on the fire. Perfect. I've been catching pike, so I haven't been filming that too much. This one just got off there, which is good. He was half decent, but so far that's all I'm getting is pike action. That's fine. We'll keep going. Eventually a wally will show up. Somebody of better character will hit my line eventually. I've only been out for a short amount of time, so I still got all evening. Easy does it. Come on. You're gonna go back, no worries. Whoa, whoa there, that's gonna hurt if you do that again. Man, we got the teeth on them. The elusive walleye. Still being elusive. Tonight is not a walleye night so far. Hey, Misty? Yeah. Come here. I'm gonna grab your snout. Arr, got your nose. I'm getting through a channel right now. I'm gonna turn into the wind and get the camera to pan the open lake. There it is. It's a pretty big lake. I know some really good fishing spots over at the other end of the lake, but I don't think I'm gonna paddle out that far today. The winds have finally died down a little bit, and I'm gonna turn this thing around and troll shoreline. We've had a southwest wind all day long. you pee? Eh? Did you pee? You gotta go pee. You wanted to. I want to pee right. I've never seen you do that, Misty. Pee right into a lake. That's and that is why we purify our water right there. I've never seen you do that before. Yeah, you always do it on land. Let me know when you're ready to go there, Misty. Whenever you're ready, you jump in. You want to run on the shoreline while I paddle? Hey, you want to run the shoreline while I paddle? Or are you going to get in? Oh, come on. Get up. Oh, get in there. Come on, Misty, get in. But not there. No, you gotta go in the front. No, over here. Up. Over. No, here. In the front. Come on. Yeah. You goofball. No, you're not riding. You want to ride the back? That's no, you're riding the front. You gotta counterbalance. Okay, you ready? I'm gonna go catch some fish. Oh, you spit out my leech. Been catching a lot of those lately, along with the odd pike. Been catching a little bit more bass, which is nice, but no keepers. No keepers tonight. That's okay, we got a steak on the menu for tonight. But I gotta hurry and put a line in the water because this little spot I'm on right here, I'm marking tons of fish. And on the fish finder, I'm in the shallows. I'm running 7 feet of water, and it's marking tons of fish in here. So I'm gonna turn this thing around, do another pass, and see if we can catch more. Well, the winds have finally died down. Things are pretty quiet. The lake is not quite a mirror yet, but I'm not gonna get my orange sunset. There's too much cloud cover. It's a mix of sun and, there's a bit of cloud. Sun's gone down, it's going down, but I'm not gonna get the nice orange skies that I was hoping for. But that's okay. The winds have died down, so that's pretty cool. Lots of action on the water today, but still no walleye. A lot of pike, A lot of bass. Nothing keeper size, but a lot of action just the same. So now it's have a beer. I only brought 2 beers with me. Tonight is beer night. I'm gonna have a steak and let my fire die down after a little while. Get a better red hot coals and I got a T-bone steak on the go here. I've been marinating since yesterday. Yeah, that's gonna be good. So that's on the menu. For now, I'm gonna sign off and maybe bring you guys back for some steak grilling. Misty's gonna get a piece of my steak tonight. Hey, Misty, you might come over here and I'll give you a piece of steak. And the reason, where are you? There you are, come over here. Come here, big girl. Where are you? There you are. Okay, Misty's getting a piece of steak because Misty's birthday is in 4 days. And big girl Misty, hey big girl, come over here. She's gonna be 10 years old. Get it? It's for you. Yeah, good girl. With a hook in your head. Yeah. Happy birthday, Misty. Yeah, you're such a pretty girl. So, as much as birthdays are meant to be a time to celebrate, I'm not really celebrating. Because at 10 years old, Misty's getting close to her lifespan. Right, Labrador Retrievers, they live an average of around 12 years. So, as much as it's a happy birthday, Misty, it's kind of sad because it means that, you know, I'm gonna lose Misty in the near future. Hey, big girl, yeah, and that's come here, I'll give you another piece. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, it's a little bit sad because she's a pretty special dog. Hey, Misty. But on a good note, she's in such good condition, physical condition. I don't see her leaving me anytime soon. She is, she can show up a lot of dogs. Hey, Misty. Yeah, you're like a torpedo in the water, you are. Well, I'm gonna continue eating. I got one more beer to drink. do a little bit of fire time, and hit the sack. Tomorrow's plan is do some more canoeing, go out on the water, have a big breakfast is what I'm planning to have. So have a big breakfast and hit up that creek. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Oh yeah. So I paddled up a river, and there's a creek as well. There's a water flows out of a creek and into the lake, and then out of the lake into a river. And that creek is a creek that I've been in before, but it's been probably 15 years since I've been in that creek. So we're gonna go do some exploring, and who knows, maybe we'll be lucky enough to catch a moose in there. It's big time moose country in that creek. And we're going to do some exploring, and obviously throw a line in the water and see what we can catch, and hopefully do good fishing all day tomorrow. And if not, well, we're having fun out on the water, paddling around, and if the weather cooperates, it'll be even better.